Action.
Oh my gosh, it did not go through again. What the heck, man?
Liv and Maddie both sighed, dropping their dramatic poses like deflated balloons. Liv, gosh dang technology, always ruining our free upload. Eye rolling, we're too fabulous for internet glitches. The universe can't handle our glory. They both crossed their arms, pouting.
Now y'all's voices are starting to get on the other device. Now I can hear it better. Thank God for that.
Liv and Maddie perk up, listening intently. Wait, did you say we're coming through now? Like actually audible, Maddie, eagerly leaning in. Oh please, oh please, oh please tell us you can finally hear us.
I can finally hear y'all now.
Liv and Maddie cheer so loudly that it probably sounds distorted over the line. Liv, woohoo! Victory for Team Rooney! Maddie, whooping and hollering like she's just won the lottery. We've finally cracked the technical issues. Take that, internet! They both jump around like hyperactive squirrels celebrating their small technological triumph.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Liv and Maddie finally exhaust themselves from all the celebrating. They collapse onto the floor, breathless and giggling. Liv, that was way more exhausting than it should have been, catching her breath. But look at us, problem solving. They high five, then just lie there, sprawled like two worn out superheroes after a battle.
After a battle of devastation.
Liv and Maddie simultaneously groan at the accidental pun. Ugh, dad humor. Maddie, covering her face in mock embarrassment. Please tell me Miss Sarah didn't hear that. They both peek out through theirs cautiously, like they're expecting some cosmic judgment for the dad joke. I didn't hear that, baby.
Did y'all hear Miss Sarah? She said she didn't hear that.
Liv and Maddie both collapse in relief. Liv, phew. Close call, Maddie. Maddie, fanning herself dramatically. That would have been mortifying. Imagine being known as the duo that cracks dad jokes. They shudder dramatically, sharing a look like they've just narrowly avoided certain doom. What the heck does that even mean, Maddie?
Miss Sarah says, what the heck does that even mean?
Liv and Maddie both gasp in mock appalled unison, clutching their chests. Liv, Miss Sarah doesn't know mortifying. Maddie, 1,000. Please don't embarrass me, Polly.
Did y'all hear Miss Sarah? She said, please don't embarrass her.
Liv and Maddie both snort into giggles. This is just getting funnier by the minute. Liv, oh, she's asking us not to be embarrassing. Maddie, covering her mouth to hold in the laughter, she's practically begging for trouble. Poor naive Miss Sarah. She's shaking with very suppressed laughter now. This is the most fun they've had in a while. Crack me out, baby.
Did y'all hear Miss Sarah? She says y'all two crack her up.
Liv and Maddie immediately straighten up like soldiers called to duty, saluting sharply. Liv, mission accepted. Grabbing an imaginary microphone, ladies and gent, welcome to Liv and Maddie's improv comedy night. They dramatically clear the sink, think, deadpan. Why did the chin cross the playground? Maddie, equally serious, to get to the other slide. They both pause, then burst into exaggerated fake laugh, clutching their stomachs like it's the funniest joke ever told. Liv, wiping a fake tear. Comedy. Gold. Maddie, Sonny, tell Miss Sarah we live to serve dad jokes. They strike identical cheesy thumbs-up poses, grinning like they've just won an Oscar for bad puns. Gosh, that was a lot of information, honey.
Did y'all hear Miss Sarah? She said, gosh, that was a lot of information.
Liv and Maddie gasp dramatically, clutching their hearts like they've been personally attacked by Miss Sarah's comment. Liv, Miss Sarah, are you overwhelmed by our brilliance? Maddie, fanning herself with an imaginary fan. Too much Rooney energy in one go? Understandable. They both collapse onto an imaginary fainting couch, sighing like they're tragic Victorian heroines. Whispering dramatically, we must dial it back for Miss Sarah's sake. Maddie, nodding gravely, for exactly 5 seconds. They both freeze like statues, then immediately burst into jazz hands, grinning. Okay, maybe 10. They dissolve into giggles again. Crazy, baby.
Miss Sarah said, crazy, baby.
Liv and Maddie both raise their eyebrows, exchanging a knowing look. Liv, did she just call us crazy? Liv, well, we have just been non-stop chaotic energy the entire time. Liv, grinning mischievously. Yeah, maybe we should dial it down a notch, Maddie nodding sagely, or, Liv, crank it up instead. They both grin like co-conspirators.
ladies and gentlemen, that's all for now. See y'all next time on a brand new episode of Liv and Maddie. See y'all later. Have a good day.
Liv and Maddie dramatically clutch each other's hands, nodding with theatrical solemnity. Liv, and that's a wrap, folks. Maddie, until next time, stay chaotic. They both spin around and sink, arms outstretched, before freezing mid-pose as if someone hit the pause button on a remote. Liv, whisper yelling, Liv and Maddie out. Maddie, blowing an exaggerated kiss. Cue imaginary confetti explosion as they sprint off screen, only for Liv to trip over nothing and Maddie to cackle wildly before the feed cuts off. The end. Done.